Have you ever felt like the time was just slipping by? Like you're watching your own life from a distance. Days blending into each other. Nothing really changing. Nothing really exciting. That's where I was. Floating in this weird in-between space. Not unhappy, not really living either. So one day, I decided to do something about it. No big plans, no pressure. Just a simple idea. Try something new. New or old hobbies. New experiences. New ways to feel curious again. Let's see where that took me. Summer is halfway through. I wouldn't say I'm feeling depressed, but it's a pretty miserable situation. And to get out of this situation, the first thing we did was baking. I have been wanting to make like a big cake for so long. Just like a basic vanilla cake with some frosting, fruits. I thought today's the day. The only thing I unfortunately filmed was me frothing up the sweet cream. But this is how the cake turned out, and I also made some muffins and some cinnamon buns. Cinnamon buns, whipped cream. They don't have the same crunch as the last ones did, but they're still 10 out of 10. The next hobby I picked up was listening to podcasts.
Time moves faster in our heads.
Then I had a few days of fun with my friends in different cities. This is Riga. We went on a carousel and it was so beautiful and so fun. It makes me wish I lived in Riga. The last couple of weeks I've been really busy working on some content and I've been using my laptop a lot. And each time I open my laptop I see my vision board, and it is the one that I made in like the beginning of the year, but it like doesn't really resonate with me anymore. I think it's time we create a new one. This is the current vision board and what we're gonna be working with. I have my Pinterest open and let's get to searching. Alright, so this took an hour, but it's finally done. Just something fresh to look at. But like from afar too, I feel like, ooh, the view is great. Alright, let's check out what it looks like on my home screen. Wow, this is definitely brighter and the vibe is like completely different and I would say more aesthetic. All of those maps, hate it. Okay, I fixed that problem and now the only thing that is on here is the trash. I'm satisfied. Are you satisfied? Because this is a total win. Even if it took me an hour and 20 minutes. Guess what I got? I got a new bullet journal. You see how fresh and crisp that is? I've had this bullet journal for almost 5, September 2020. This was more of my monthly calendar. Only recently I've done something different with it. And low-key, I don't know what I want to do with this one. Nevertheless, I'm excited. Here we are with my empty bullet journal page. And we're going to write quarterly goals. I recently watched this one video where a guy recommended to set not only annual, like yearly goals, also quarterly or even monthly if that's what works best. So that is exactly what we will be doing. Let's get to it. For some reason, my goal list this year isn't as excessive as my previous years. I only have 5 personal goals and 6 school goals. Which is still a lot, but I feel like they're more detailed and thought over goals compared to my previous year goals. I'm just gonna give you a few examples that you might want to use. I understand that goals vary from person to person and they have to be customized. These are actual goals, and then this is just the whole process of easy goal, middle goal, and guaranteed goal. Something I learned from the book called All It Takes Is a Goal. Recommend. Right, so let's start with the personal goals. First one is wake up before 6:30 a.m. for 30 days. Then I have post 3 videos a month, which is relevant to you probably. Then I have actively use a habit tracker. Key. Honestly, never realized how much having a habit tracker actually keeps you accountable of everything you do, all the stuff you complete daily, and how it impacts you and your well-being. So I highly recommend you set that goal as well. Educate myself somehow every day. I think that is really key because over the summer I realized that I didn't really study much. Obviously, the summer. And I realized that it really affects my brain and like downgrades it a bit, you know what I mean? Keep a clean room. This I just need to get better at like cleaning after my day and then we'll be all good. Not that hard. Right, next we have the school goals. I set myself a challenge to be a certain grade student. So just basically push myself to my max. Then I have actually study and put in the effort. It's an interesting way to set a goal and I wouldn't recommend that because it's not like a smart goal. So I don't recommend setting it like that, but that's what I need. And I have do active revision and stay on study talk if necessary, which not sure about that because I don't really even use TikTok anymore besides for posting content. Then I have don't overthink and just say the answer. And then don't compare your unique and also ignore what's going on around like all the drama because I've had enough of that bullshit. Just focus on me being better, reading books, whatnot. Those are a few of my goals, and if you need some help with that, All It Takes Is a Goal is a great way to start setting goals. Now it's time for my favorite part of the video, but make sure to prepare yourselves because it's about to be crazy. I just just got a wave of motivation from some good girly vibe music, and I'm acting on that motivation. So what do you say we do? We do some woodwork. Well, actually, let me clarify. We're not doing woodwork. We're actually drawing what I want to make.
I don't know if I'm like gonna have the supplies to make it today.
But we will find out. And what I'm making, see that little empty space? I want to have a cute little, kind of like a table thing, like 2 shelves, maybe 3. Actually, I just got a great idea. It doesn't even have to be shelves. I'm gonna draw it and you'll see. Oh my god, I spent just like 40 minutes measuring this place, writing it all down, and at the end we got something like this. I'm like a terrible drawer and everything, but that is hella good. And we'll see what supplies I have because I need a lot.
Later that same evening.
Oh my god, my excitement and motivation right now is like, woo! The levels are just flying off the roof. We have all the materials. And what is a plus? My brother is a builder professional, so if I need any help, he's there. Let's get to work, ladies. This is my little setup here, my humongous gloves, okay? That is basically gonna be 4 legs. And I found the top that is literally perfect, and I'm so excited. We're still gonna have to figure some things out along the way, but I'm perfectly content in doing so.
346 minutes later.
I don't want to jinx it, but those are perfect length. Who's a pro? I'm a pro. Only 2 more to go.
Much later.
Oh my goodness, it low-key looks so good. I just sandpaper the top and the side. This is the before, this is the after. Yeah, and then I also have to sandpaper these bits. And then I kind of have to put those together before I can actually move on to anything else.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
This lighting is absolutely terrible, but this thing is done. The wood and everything is in place and it's done, but I still have a lot more steps to go. I really hope that this thing can be finished tomorrow, because honestly, if it wasn't for my brother Bob the Builder, I would just leave it at this. I do have to admit, it wasn't me who was screwing the screws in, because I honestly suck at that process and I cannot do it right. I tried once, failed miserably. Now we're just gonna stay here for the rest of the night.
The next day.
Oh my goodness. You see those dark spots, right? It's from the glue. I don't know, maybe it didn't dry down, but like I sanded all of it like off and it's still just so weird. That's what it looks like. I kinda love it. So excited to like decorate it. Did get a clear top coat, but I think that's a project for another week. Okay, this is how I decorated it. I don't know.
1 minute 37 seconds later.
And I figured out how I want it. Put the 2 library books right there, and then the angel on top, and then just the box. And I love how it looks. My best accomplishment of this summer, to be honest. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't, but I certainly can. With each passing clip, and especially in those moments when I was making my table, I just saw me get my spark back. That table was what instantly changed my mood, got me actually hyped up, excited for something, and made me value my time during the summer. To say the least, this video was truly amazing for me, but I also really hope you enjoyed it as well. If you want to see more of my summer journey, make sure to subscribe because the next video is like my whole month of August, shared in a funny way. But here's something for you to watch now.